I'm going to be sitting up, thinking about my shoulders stacked over my hips. Hands are going to be in my lap. Just giving myself a moment to come into my body. Maybe breathing into my entire rib cage. Softening my jaw. Relaxing your temples. Visualize creating more space between your ears and your collarbones. Just kind of feel your shoulder blades melting down your back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One last time. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, making an HA noise. Letting it all go. Continuing to breathe here, maybe keeping your eyes closed, just taking a body scan from your toes all the way up through your body, acknowledging any areas of tightness, maybe resistance, maybe stickiness, whatever it feels like for you. Breathing into those spaces, taking a mental note, and seeing how you can use this practice to mollify those points of stickiness. You may notice that you may have more tightness in one side of the body, or that left hip just feels awful. Just trying to create a little bit of symmetry through the breath. When you're ready, maybe opening up your eyes, letting your arms come by your sides, just shaking out your hands for just a moment and interlacing your fingers and just gonna have this figure 8 with the wrist. Good, you let your neck go a little bit, have a bit of mobility, and then change the cross of your fingers. Oh, it feels weird. And just continuing. Good. The heels of your hands, giving yourself a little bit of a jaw massage, waking up those muscles of the face, especially if you have a tendency to clench your jaw as you sleep. Working your way up to your eyebrows, your forehead. Maybe your neck or your shoulders need a little bit of love. Going on to one side and then the other. Letting your arms by your side, scooping up your left arm, taking a gentle stretch over to the right. Ear nice and heavy, opening up the left ribs and coming up and over, nice and tall, opposite side. Whew. Shoulder relaxes in the socket. We're gonna take that side to side a few times. So inhale, up and over. Again, inhale, up and over. Inhale, up and over. Inhale, up and over. 4 more times. Seeing where you are today, doing what you can. One more time, side to side, going deeper in the body, breathing into those areas of tightness. And coming up to neutral. With the right hand, go ahead, grabbing your opposite ear, and then relaxing that opposite, the other ear toward your shoulder, opening up that left side of your neck. On the exhale, the chin's gonna go forward, kind of holding onto the back of my skull. Chin goes to neutral, and on the inhale, that ear goes back over the shoulder. We're gonna take that a few more times. So exhale, bringing the chin toward the chest, and ear over shoulder. Again, chin toward chest, neutral, ear over shoulder. Having resistance in those left fingers, 2 more times, chin toward chest, and ear over shoulder. Last time, chin toward chest, ear over shoulder. And and coming on up, taking it to the opposite side. So letting that ear drip toward your shoulder, and on the exhale, bringing the chin toward the chest, back to neutral. Inhale, ear over shoulder. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, ear over shoulder, back to neutral. One last time, inhale, ear over shoulder, back to neutral. Inhale, ear over shoulder, bringing up that spine, bringing both arms up, having a slight gaze up as the eyes, chin go forward, and then exhale, chin goes forward. A few more times. Inhale, bringing the gaze up. Exhale, having resistance, flipping the palm, chin goes down. A few more times, lifting those ribs up out of the hips. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Already starting to have a cat-cow with the spine. Exhale, coming down. One last time. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. Coming up to neutral, taking child's pose. Toes together, knees nice and wide. Arms stretched out in front of you. Forehead relaxes onto the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming onto all fours, taking a few cat-cows here. So fingers are going to be spread nice and wide on the inhale, tucking the toes under, bringing the chin up. And on the exhale, untucking the toes, pressing into the top of the feet, rounding out the spine. A few more times. Inhale, toes under, chin goes up. And exhale, navel in, rounding out the spine. A few more times. Inhale, bringing the chin up. Exhale, under. Last time. Inhale, chin goes up. And exhale, under. Inhale, coming to neutral, taking some movement on your own, maybe softening, bending the elbows, the shoulders. Maybe think about creating space between each of the ribs. Thinking about 10 seconds or so just to explore. How can you go deeper? How can you break up those areas of tightness in the fascia and the body? From here, go ahead, sitting up on your knees for just this moment. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We did this on Thursday. So on the inhale, both arms are going to go up. And on the exhale, we're going to think about tucking the chin, rounding under, and then go ahead, extending one leg out, and then bending the elbows, rolling up through the spine, coming up, and then taking the opposite leg out. Option for an added challenge, reaching the opposite arm forward into a spinal balancing. We're going to take that several times side to side. So inhale, coming up, and then exhale, chin goes under, rounding under, extending one leg out nice and long, retrograding that movement. There's no right or wrong here. Don't overthink it. Just think about rolling through the spine like waves in the ocean. Finding a little bit of heat, coordination, especially if you're doing the spinal balancing. Taking this several more times, maybe going deeper. Maybe taking this about 2 more times. After your last time, we're going to open up the wrist just slightly because we forgot to do that. Fingers are going to be facing your knees, having a slight bend in the elbows, and then you just shift your weight forward and back here. So exhale, hips go back, inhale, forward. Exhale, back, inhale, forward. 2 more times, exhale, back, inhale, forward. Exhale, back, inhale, forward. Go ahead, switching the direction of the fingers, coming onto the tops of the hands, fingers facing your knees. One hand, two hands, whatever feels good here. Maybe even having a slight bend in the elbows or having a squeezing sensation as if there was a ball in the palm of your hand. Yes, good. From here, unwinding. On the inhale, left arm is gonna come up and we're just gonna thread that arm under. Hips are gonna go back just slightly and then extending that right arm forward if it feels good for you. Relaxing that temple onto the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, coming up out of it, unfurling that arm up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, placing the hand down, taking it to the opposite side. So inhale, bringing that right arm up. Exhale, threading that arm under, extending the left arm forward, relaxing your right temple onto the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shortening the stance, unfurling that arm, coming back up to the ceiling. Exhale, placing that hand down. Hips are gonna go back. We're gonna roll forward, coming into this variation of upward facing dog. And then taking this sequentially a few times. Really think about opening up the collarbones, relaxing the mid-spine. So on the exhale, bringing the hips back. Inhale, rolling forward to our variation upward facing. A few more times. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale, rolling forward. Last time, exhale, hips go back. Inhale, rolling forward. If you can, think about pulling up the kneecaps so they're lifting off the mat, pressing into the top of the feet, continuing to stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Seat toward heels, tucking the toes, downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Opening up the ankles, shifting your weight from side to side. Ooh. Good. Fingers spread. Sit bones are going to be up to the ceiling. Exhale, staying here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, having weight toward your big toes. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale, bending the knees toward the mat, lengthening the spine. Exhale, heels go down. Bending the knees, walking your hands back toward your feet. Knees are going to be nice and bent. And just taking a gentle forward fold here. Grabbing either elbows, swaying from side to side. Interlacing your fingers behind you, opening up the shoulders. Morning shoulders, okay. And continuing to relax that low back as the chin goes into the chest. Relaxing the fingers down, bending the knees, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head's the last thing to come up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Interlacing your fingers at the base of your spine. On the inhale, elbows go nice and wide. And on the exhale, bending the knees, rounding forward, opening up the space, elbows come together. A few more times. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, rounding forward. Trying to have a back arch. 2 more times. Inhale, up and back, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, forward. Last time, inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, coming up to neutral, arms go down, having this backstroke, swimming sensation. Letting the neck relax, almost like letting your ear drop toward your shoulder, side to side. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to the back of our mat, we're gonna do that same kind of rollout sensation that we did from the knees, but into a high plank, engaging the core. So let's go ahead, bringing both arms up, maybe taking the pelvis forward, head goes back, and then dropping down, walking the hands out into a high plank. Core engaged, option to take a push-up in between. That's what you need Sunday morning. I'm not gonna do that. So taking this on your own time, wave-like sensation. How can you use the breath to coordinate your movement, making a connection between upper and lower body, as well as to right to left sides. You can also pick up one leg in the high plank. You're feeling like you want to push yourself a little bit more. Take this 1 or 2 times, just making sure that you're even. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna meet at the front of our mat. Feet are gonna be together, hips distance apart. My feet are gonna be hips distance apart. Bringing hands to heart center, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed, checking with your alignment here. So from the bottom of your feet to your heels, visualize the bottom of your foot as a tripod, like a triangle shape, pressing down into the floor, tailbone down, navel in, collarbones, nice spread, lifting up through the ribs, energy through the crown of the head. Coming back to our intention, using what you can, doing what you can, but showing up for yourself. Inhale, bringing both arms up. Pelvis goes forward, head goes back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg goes back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward into a high plank. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg goes forward, low lunge. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, looking up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Continuing, inhale, arms up, pelvis forward, head back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, bringing the torso up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, maybe bringing the heels up. Exhale, heels go down. Inhale, right leg forward, low lunge. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, bringing the torso up, arms around the outside. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take this back strengthening through chair pose. So inhale, arms up, seat back. Try to have a slight arch in the spine, bringing the chin up without straining the neck. Exhale, rounding the spine, keeping the knees bent a few more times. So inhale, bringing the torso up, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, forward, 3 more times. Inhale up, exhale, forward, going deeper each time. Inhale, hips back, chest up, and forward. Last time, inhale, chest up. Exhale, forward, taking a forward fold here. Having your fingertips just reaching toward the left diagonal. You can always bend your left knee. That helps open up. Keep your right hip back. Chin goes down for 3. Staying here for 2. 1. Taking your fingertips onto the right diagonal. Right knee could bend, chin forward, hip left hip back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to neutral, bending the knees, rolling up through the spine. Head's the last thing to come up. Arms around the outside. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stepping forward. Continuing, inhale, reaching up. Pelvis forward, head back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward into a high plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bringing the torso up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pick up the right leg, toes facing down. Fingers spread nice and wide, hips square. If it feels good for you, you can lift up that leg, bend the knee, roll out the ankle. When you're ready, straightening that leg up to the ceiling. Very slowly, using your abdominals, we're gonna bring that right leg forward in between the hands, untucking the back toes, hooking the thumbs, coming into a low lunge. Fingers could be interlaced behind your head, whatever feels good for you here. Relaxing that left hip, maybe even the left quadricep. On the inhale, bringing both arms up parallel to one another. Your right hand's gonna make contact with your left thigh or simply just sit at the small of your left back. Continuing to bring that left arm up and back for 3, 2, 1. Placing the fingertips down, framing the foot. We're gonna come into an extended pyramid pose. So tucking the toes, heel's gonna rotate down back heel's gonna rotate down just slightly, trying to straighten out that front leg. Front knee could be bent as well if this is too much on your hamstring. Continuing to stay here for 3. Exhale, 2, 1. We're gonna take this forward and back. So inhale, going through a low lunge, hooking the thumbs, reaching up and back out of the pelvis. Exhale, fingertips down, extended pyramid. Again, inhale, hooking the thumbs, going front and back. Exhale, fingertips down. Last time, inhale, hooking the thumbs up and back. Exhale, coming into a extended pyramid. Here we're gonna shorten our stance into a traditional pyramid. So having your foot come in about 2 feet, hips are gonna be square. Front knee, of course, could be bent. Option to have your hands down. Also have an option to grab either elbow behind you or to do a reverse prayer. Staying here for 5. Continuing to breathe, showing up where you are. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing, bending the front knee, looking forward. That is over for that side. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Option to take a flow, child's pose, whatever you need. And we're going to prepare the opposite side. So bringing the left leg up, toes facing down, hips square, really letting that right calf soften. And when you're ready, lifting up that left leg, bending the knee, opening up the hip, rolling out the ankle. Inhale, straighten the leg up. Very slowly bringing knee to nose, using your core, and then placing your foot in between the hands, untucking the toes, hooking the thumbs, or interlacing your fingers at the base of the spine. Elbows nice and wide, chilling out here. Exhale, be widening those elbows so the shoulders fall down your back for 3, 2, 1. Bringing both arms up parallel. And you have an option here to have your left hand go to the small of your back or to have that palm making contact with your right hamstring. Right fingertips coming up for 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna release both hands down, coming into an extended pyramid. So tucking the toes, rotating the back heel down, hips go up. Staying here, exhale. Inhale. My hips are not square. Exhale. Now taking it forward and back through the low lunge. So inhale, untucking the toes, hooking the thumbs, reaching up and back. And then exhale, fingertips go down, extended pyramid. 2 more times. Inhale, hooking the thumbs, low lunge. Exhale, fingertips down, extended pyramid. Inhale, hooking the thumbs, low lunge. Exhale, extended pyramid. Here, walking that back foot in, coming into a traditional pyramid. Hips are going to be square here as much as you can. Trying to keep that left hip back. And then option to interlace or grab either elbow behind you or to do a reverse prayer. Continuing to stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, fingertips down. Go ahead, stepping that leg back. Downward facing dog. Taking a flow if that feels good for you. Coming up onto the toes, inhale. Exhale, bending the knees, looking forward. Inhale, stepping or jumping to the front of your mat. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, looking up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Continuing, inhale, reaching, arms up, head goes back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back goes back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward into a high plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bringing the chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, bringing the foot through in between the hands. Rotate the back heel down. Simply coming up into warrior two. Making any adjustments, straightening that front knee if you need, energy reaching in opposite directions. Inhale, right toes are gonna go forward, bringing both arms up. And then exhale, taking warrior two to the back of your mat. And just taking this from side to side. So inhale, up through Mula Bandha, the root chakra. Exhale, warrior two. A few more times, inhale up. Exhale to the back. Inhale up. Exhale to the front. Two more times, inhale up and back. Inhale up and front. Inhale, coming up to the front, toes in, heels out. Having the arms nice and wide, head goes forward for 3, 2, 1, and taking forward fold. Here, maybe shortening your stance just slightly and having a generous bend in the left knee. Having the right arm down, left arm goes up for a twist. Option to bend that arm behind you, making contact with your right thigh, spiraling the shoulders up for 3, 2, 1. Reaching that arm up, coming back to neutral, opposite side. My right knee is bent, my left hand is down, my right arm reaches up. Exhale. Really try bending that right knee even more. And then you could bend that right elbow, making contact with the left thigh, spiraling open, neck relaxed for 3, 2, 1. Reaching that right arm up. Exhale, having the hand come down, heel toeing the feet, back hips distance apart. And from here, we're going to kind of take this swimming, knees are bent, the swimming sensation, kind of in a half lift. So on one fingertip, one group of set of fingertips go down, opposite arm goes up. Good. And when you're ready, or if it feels good for you, taking that in the opposite direction. Taking this for 3, 2, 1. Bending the knees, rolling up through the spine. Head's the last thing to come up. And shaking it out, letting it go. All right. Doing well timing-wise. This is good. So from here, you're going to come to the front of your mat. Start with balancing. So shifting my weight into the left leg. My right knee is going to come up kind of into this half Tadasana, 90-degree angle, shoulders relaxed, and then I'm just going to have that knee go out to the side. Looks like on this angle. So inhale, knee goes forward. Exhale, knee out to the side. Inhale, knee forward. Exhale, out to the side. One more time. Inhale, knee forward. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, knee forward. On the exhale, kicking that leg back, hands to heart center, coming to warrior 3. Feels good for you. You could have the arms stretch out in front of you by your ears. Supporting knee could be bent so you're not locking back in that knee. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up into a high lunge. Good. Yep, core engaged. That was a little bit of spoiler, or not spoiler. Flat twist. Shoulders relaxed down the spine. And interlace your fingers behind you as you rotate that back heel down. Inhale, bringing the chest up. And then exhale, coming forward into humble warrior. Left shoulder inside of left knee. Continuing to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Relaxing the hands down, picking up the back heel, coming to Vashisthasana, side arm balancing, shifting your weight on the outside of the right foot, bringing that left arm up. Any variations here, continuing to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Coming back to a plank, option to take a flow, whatever you need, but we're gonna meet at the front of your mat and take it to the opposite side. Here we go. Make a quick camera angle adjustment. All right, left knee up. Weight into the right foot, 90 degrees. Half Tadasana. And then shifting that knee out to the side and bringing it forward. A few more times. Knee goes side and forward. Last time, knee goes side and forward. Here, kicking back into a warrior 3. Hands to heart center. Arms can now go by your ears if that feels good for you. Supporting knee could be bent for 3, 2, 1. On the inhale, bringing the chest up, coming into a high lunge. Good. Trying to deepen the bend in your front knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rotate the back heel down, interlace your fingers behind you, lifting up the chest. And on the exhale, taking humble warrior, right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Rounding that spine, keeping the pelvis heavy, tailbone heavy here, opening up the low back for 3, 2, 1. Releasing the fingers, stepping the foot back from a low lunge, and then coming into Vashisthasana, side arm plank, outside of the left foot, bringing the right arm up. Any variations welcome for 3, 2, 1. And coming back, option to take a flow if that feels good for you. We're gonna meet at the front of our mat, coming up onto our toes, bending our knees, looking forward, taking our flow. We're gonna do that series one more time, shaking it out, picking up right where you left off, making any changes. Sometimes I like to repeat things just because I don't know what's going on the first times, and being hyper aware of transitions. So picking up where you left off, hyper aware of the transition, you know what's coming next. It's already been introduced to your body. This is how we build and get stronger. So coming to the front of your mat, shifting your weight into your left leg, bringing your right knee up, core engaged. When you're ready, knee goes out to the side and knee back up, out to the side, knee forward. Last time, knee out to the side and forward. You have an option. We're going to go into warrior 3 from here. If you want to add a little bit of an added challenge, extending that leg out. And then like a fulcrum, the leg drops down, but then guides you into warrior 3. Good. Arms could be in front of you or by your ears, by your chest, whatever feels best for you for 3. Energy in that back foot. 2, 1. Coming into a high lunge here, lowering that foot down. So much better this time. Good. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. On the exhale, rotating that heel down, interlacing your fingers behind you. Try and keep the heels of the hands together as the chest goes up. And then exhale, surrendering, humble warrior. Really deepening the bend of that front knee for 3, 2, 1. Relaxing the fingers down. We're going to skip the side arm balancing this time. So going through a low lunge, bringing the feet together, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, looking up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center, opposite side. Shifting your weight to the right foot. Left knee goes up, 90-degree angle. Leg goes out to the side and neutral, and side and neutral. Last time, side, neutral. Option for the added challenge, extending that foot forward, and then just like a fulcrum, coming forward into warrior 3. spine nice and long. Arms could go by your ears. We're in Tadasana. When you're ready, coming into a high lunge, placing that foot down, hips forward, scissoring those thighs. Inhale, bringing the chest up. Exhale, rotating that heel down, interlacing your fingers behind you, keeping the heels of the hand together. Chest goes up. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. Staying here for 3. Opening up that low spine, 2, 1. And releasing the fingers down, framing the foot, low lunge. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Option for one final flow of class. And meeting in a downward facing dog. We're gonna go right into a half pigeon on the right. So inhale, right leg up. You did it. Exhale, bringing the leg through. And setting that leg up, shoulders square, hips square. Seeing where you are, doing what you can. We're gonna be here for about a minute each side, maybe even a teeny little bit longer. It's fine knowing how long we're gonna be in maybe an uncomfortable position, like waiting for the subway, as long as there's that ticker that tells you the time. Very okay with it. So trying to keep you in the loop. Lowering the elbows down, if that feels good for you. Taking that mollifying body scan like in the beginning of class. Seeing what softened. Using the breath and the practice to create more symmetry and ease. A few days ago, we touched on make it to the point where you want to come out of it. You're like, all right, I had enough. I really urge you to stick with it. This is the point where you really need to surrender, to maybe fight those instincts to get out of it because it's really getting uncomfortable, and allow yourself to experience the other side of that fleeting discomfort. Continuing to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming up, tucking your toes, coming into a downward facing dog. Woo. Piling out the feet, giving yourself a moment. And lifting up the left leg. You're gonna take half pigeon to the left. Being kind to yourself, doing what you need to do to experience a little bit of release, allowing yourself to experience any emotions that may come up with this deep hip opener. Taking that body scan, taking note, what feels different, but using the breath to modify that discomfort. Maybe you're holding tension in your arms or your shoulders. Continuing to stay here, resisting the urge to come out of it. Being fully present for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming out of it, tucking the toes, coming to downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet, taking note of how this feels different from the first downward facing dog of class. Taking a little bit of a shoulder opener here. So shortening your stance, bringing your hands closer to your feet. Right hand's gonna reach the outside of your left ankle. Spiraling the shoulders under, looking under that left armpit for 3. Knees could be bent. 2, 1. Coming to neutral, taking it to the opposite side for 3, 2, 1. Coming back to downward facing dog. Come to standing onto our knees. A few cat cows if you need. We're going to come into camel pose, which is a really deep back opener. If you have any disc issues, low back issues, I don't recommend doing this, or just be really careful. Hands are going to be, we're going to come to standing on our knees. Hands are going to be low back. Toes are going to be, fingers are going to be facing down, Ustrasana. Option 1, just keeping this as a chest opener. Collarbones nice and wide, having your gaze go up, starting to take your torso back, and without twisting, lowering yourself down onto your, having your hands make contact with your heels. Here, shifting your weight forward, opening up your shoulders, your back for 5, 4, sinking deeper, 3, 2, 1. Without twisting or turning, stacking your spine up. Come to sitting onto your knees for just a moment. Hands to heart center. Just feeling your chest, your heart beating in your chest. Heart's connection with the breath here. And we're winding those 2 systems. Here we're going to take Virasana Hero's Pose. This is something I avoided for years, so I thought it was really bad for my knees, and then I was told that it's actually really good for your knees. Listen to your body. Moving your calves out to the side, and then trying to lower your pelvis down in between your feet. This may be excruciatingly painful. If you have a pillow or a block at home, you can place it underneath your sits bones. Just be mindful. Good. And then hands could be on your knees, palms could be up or down. Just giving yourself a moment here and really visualize all those insertions of the ligaments around your knees, protecting your knees, just kind of relaxing and having a bit of softness. Becoming less brittle, closing your eyes, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly coming up, very gently. We're gonna take our way, we do this often, our shoulder opener. So I'm gonna have my right arm either out on the diagonal or directly in line with me. It's in line with this arm, kind of in a T shape. My arm's gonna be on diagonal because I can feel it a little bit more in my right shoulder. And then my left foot is gonna make contact with the mat or the floor behind me, and my left fingertips are in line with my sternum. And and my fingers in my right hand are really stretched, nice and wide. Very nice opening in my right shoulder. For 3, right shoulder goes back. 2, 1. I'm staying here for a second longer. And coming onto your stomach. Now your arm's going to be go forward, kind of as using it as a pillow. Just taking a quadricep stretch here. So my left hand and my left foot are making contact with one another, and then my knees are coming together, trying to open up the front of that thigh. And ideally, trying to have your heel going toward your buttocks. And then think about bringing your pubic bone forward, seeing if that intensifies the stretch. Whew. I need to do this more. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Slowly bringing yourself up. Let's go ahead, let's take a forward fold before we take the other side. I promise we will do the other side. So extending your legs out, feet could be together, they could be hips distance apart, whatever feels good for you. Bringing both arms up, and then exhale, forward fold. If it feels good to inhale, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, rounding, or you can just take a passive stretch, whatever you need. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, rounding. Staying here rounded for 5, 4. Breathing into your low back. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly coming up. And just kind of taking a moment, opening up, rolling out your ankles and your feet. Find that actually our feet are getting weaker because we may not be walking around as often as we are used to. All right, and let's go ahead. Let's set up for the opposite side. So I already opened up right side of my body, focusing on my left side of the body now. Left arm's out on a diagonal, or it could be in a T shape. So I kind of use the corner of my mat as a guide of where that arm could go. Then may need to adjust where it feels good in your body or with your chest or whatever it may be. Some right fingertips, go ahead, making in front of your sternum. And then that right foot is actually on the floor. So this is our shoulder opener, not our quad stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming onto your stomach, bringing that left arm forward, and using it as a pillow, letting your head rest on your upper arm. From here, making contact with your right foot. Knees are stacked on top of one another, and then your right heel is going toward your right buttocks. Good, opening up the front of that thigh. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pubic bone goes forward just slightly, trying to deepen the stretch. Knees come together for 3. Head relax, 2, 1. And release. Slowly coming up. We're going to take a straddle here. Legs are going to go nice and wide. Actually, as wide as feels comfortable for you. So you can really take it out. You can kind of keep it in a V shape in front of you, whatever feels best. Option is to treat this as a posture opener, where you could grab either elbow behind you and just kind of stay here, hanging out, opening up the front of your chest, teaching your body to stay nice, long aligned, fighting the urge to hunch forward like we do throughout the work week. Or if it feels good for you, you could slowly walk your hands forward, maybe widening the legs and just taking another hip opener for the inner thighs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly coming up. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish with a fish pose and a shoulder stand. I'm not gonna be doing the shoulder stand, but I will be talking you through the fish pose. So fish pose, legs are gonna be together. Toes are gonna be back, technically. Matsyasana, by the way. Hands are gonna be down underneath the hips. Actually, I recommend just starting on the elbows. And then you could have those hands kind of go underneath the buttocks. And then from here, shimmying the elbows together. Head's gonna go back and then making contact, crown of the head onto the floor. Continuing to stay here, letting the throat open, chest open, pressing down into the elbows for 3, 2, 1, maybe deepening that arch. And then pressing down into the elbows, bringing the chin up, lowering yourself down. Arms out to the side, windshield wipering the knees side to side. We have to do a twist or else it's not a yoga class. So bringing both feet up just for a moment, opening up the bottom of the feet, take an eagle wrap if you want. Right leg is going to be over the left. Hips are going to move to the right as the knees fall to the left. And then just taking a gentle twist here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to neutral, unwinding the feet, opening up, rolling out the ankles. Left leg crosses once, twice, hips go to the left, knees go to the right. Taking a gentle twist. Ooh. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up through neutral. Unwinding the feet. Option to take Baddha Konasana if you're not going to be doing a shoulder stand today. Inside of the feet are going to be together. Arms could be by your sides. They could be up over your head if you want to grab either elbow out to a T shape, whatever feels best for you. Do you want to do shoulder stand? Just make sure that you don't twist your neck while you're doing the inversion. For shoulder stand, you're going to start into a plow pose. So without using too much momentum, feet are going to be up, and then slowly pick your hips up over your shoulders. Using your hands to support your low back. Feet can be hips distance apart if that feels good for you. And then when you're ready, bringing one leg up, opposite leg up, and then having kind of the blood drain out of your feet. Good. Making any adjustments, because ideally goes ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. So really trying to get those hips over the shoulders and maybe having the feet go away from your face just slightly. Continuing to stay here for 3, finding lightness in the legs, 2, 1, lowering the feet back down, going through a plow pose, maybe bending the knees, letting your low back and your neck open up. And then using your hands as brakes, placing them on the mat, articulating through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And coming into final Shavasana. Finding any posture that feels good for you here. It's your practice. Feet could be up on furniture. Taking up space. And just letting yourself enjoy.
When you're ready, slowly start to deepen your breath, rolling out the fingers, the ankles, creating space in the body, rolling onto one side for just a moment. Coming back to a comfortable seated position. Hands could be on your knees or at heart center. Coming back to our intention one last time. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Namaste. All right. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Let me know if you have any questions.